riding the records.
We have about 40, 45 loads going down the road.
110 years and counting. From the rodeo to performers, Montana Fair opens the gates to greater success. Plus, shining a light on the Stillwater mining families closely watching happenings in Russia as hope for a better, brighter future. But first, moving into a different world.
I've had several teachers who've taken my courses that are skeptical. You know, they come in with the idea that kids are going to cheat with AI.
One Billings teacher welcoming artificial intelligence into our classrooms. The MTN 530 News starts right now.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Andrea Lutz. Tonight, a look at artificial intelligence. It's not just changing business, it's changing the classroom. A new study shows more than half of students use AI for schoolwork, and their teachers say they're using it too. Tonight, our Vanessa Willardson takes us inside a Billings science class where one teacher is embracing the technology head on.
The load that's on teachers to meet the needs of every student in their classroom is a lot.
53% of teachers reported burnout in 2025, according to a RAND survey.
You feel like a failure at times when you can't meet everybody's needs, whether they're high, low, or in between.
Sarah Rainey, instructional technology coach at Billings Public Schools, is teaching the teachers and students how to use artificial intelligence programs to serve them, which she hopes reduces teacher burnout and benefits student learning.
If I'm teaching something from my curriculum, I can copy it and paste it in here, and now it can create some activity for me.
Rainey has introduced teachers to programs such as School AI, Magic School AI, Diffit, and Brisk Teaching. She says, while there are many services these programs offer, many teachers have had concerns about bringing AI into the classroom.
I've had several teachers who've taken my courses that are skeptical. You know, they come in with the idea that kids are going to cheat with AI. And the reality is kids are going to cheat even without AI.
Carly Swain, a 6th grade science teacher at Lewis and Clark Middle School, has embraced the use of AI in her classroom.
I love that I can create any sort of interactive that I want for my students to practice, and I don't have to spend hours coding it.
She uses AI as a tool to plan lessons, grade assignments, and brainstorm activities.
You're catching on fast.
So all of this is just done with AI.
As you continue your journey.
The programs can also help her customize learning tools for each student based on how they absorb information and their knowledge on the subject.
I think with these capabilities, we not only have the option now of meeting every student at their academic level, but at their interest level.
While it's new territory, Swain is excited to see how AI changes her ability to reach her students.
To these students who can't just sit and focus, it becomes accessible, and that's what we want. So I guess we have to determine what's more important to us, doing it in a way that we're comfortable or doing it in a way that's comfortable for them.
In Billings, Vanessa Willardson, MTN News.
Tonight, we're hearing from Montana's senior Senator Steve Daines on the future of the Stillwater mine. It comes after families told us they feel forgotten 9 months after more than 700 workers were laid off in a global palladium downturn. One family says the spotlight has been on coal jobs instead. So we caught up with Daines as he toured the Bull Mountain mine to ask where Stillwater stands. As former President Trump signals he could strike a deal with Vladimir Putin to end the war in Ukraine, Senator Daines says Montana has a role in that global fight. He argues Russian palladium is flooding U.S. markets, helping fund Putin's war and putting Montana miners out of work, something Stillwater families agree with but would like more action on.
The Russians are dumping palladium, driving the market price down. The irony behind all this is here we have Americans buying Russian palladium, which is supporting Putin's war in Ukraine. That's wrong. We can change that by getting more made in Montana palladium. Best thing we can do right now is have the president tariff Russian palladium coming in.
For Stillwater families, it's a reminder that what happens in global power talks can ripple all the way back to Montana, where they're hoping tariffs or sanctions could mean a second chance at work. Montana's largest wildfire is burning in Bighorn County tonight, but the good news is it's no longer spreading as fast. The Mission Butte fire started last Tuesday about 5 miles east of St. Xavier. It's burned more than 6,100 acres, remains 0% contained. Fire officials say growth slowed last week. Meanwhile, several others are keeping crews busy, including 5 in Madison and Gallatin County. Statewide, there are 35 active fires, 10 new starts in the last 24 hours. Many sparked by thunderstorms, and more lightning is in the forecast tonight.
Going to start off with a live shot over in Belgrade at the airport for Bozeman. You can see some of the water out on the runway here this afternoon. Flights were held up for a while. Temperatures only in the low 60s, and those wind gusts as that storm moved through 30 or up to 51 miles an hour. Sustained winds were 30-something miles per hour through a good portion of the afternoon. See some of those thunderstorms up around Lewistown as well. Stronger storms around the Bozeman area. But if we shift over towards Billings, it's doing that 7-10 split on us. You can see storms to the north and south of the Billings area. But some of these storms have been producing some fairly heavy rain, gusty winds, and some small hail. Could be more on the way. We'll talk about it in a few minutes.
Popular Billings Road will be closed for 3 days this week. We're talking about Zimmerman Trail. It's going to be closed from Rimrock to Highway 3 starting Tuesday morning through Thursday evening. Public Works says crews are making repairs and drainage upgrades. A shorter closure is planned for next week to apply protective spray, but the date of that has not been set yet. Montana Fair is in the books after 9 busy days, and this year drew bigger crowds than ever before. As the rides pack up and the tents come down, Metro Park leaders say it's another record-setting year for attendance and revenue. With more on the impact, here's our Hannah Pettiferi.
Overall, it's been an incredible year.
9 days of fun and records.
We have set records in a lot of different areas.
Stonyfield highlighting this year's Montana Fair.
I think overall for the year, we're just grateful that the folks were able to be entertained in the form fashion that they wanted to be.
From the carnival,
folks were coming down. We had a number of brand new rides. They took advantage of the rides that are available, and it just, with the attendance numbers, it was something that was almost inevitable.
To entertainment that flooded the grounds.
To have a trio like that, we're super fortunate and glad, and obviously based on the folks that came and enjoyed those shows, it was something that was received very well.
Including the first outdoor rodeo in the new arena.
We sort of set a benchmark that's going to be tough to reach. If by your 3rd day into a brand new facility you have a sellout, it's going to be pretty hard to top that until we look to expanding that seating capacity.
But all good things must come to an end.
We're going to start tearing down rides right now and get ready to go to Miles City, Montana.
Chris Atkins reflecting on this year's carnival.
The numbers that we did, it was the best fair we've ever done here. It's a record year for Montana Fair. One of the best things about the carnival business really is just, seeing people smile. We know we're making memories.
And now getting ready to hit the road with all of the thrilling rides.
Most rides they're just one semi-load, but we have about 45 loads going down the road.
To the next stop with all of the staff members.
We have about 100 people total. We're incredibly lucky. We have a great staff.
In Billings, Hannah Pettiferi, MTN News.
And still to come on the MTN 530 News on Q2. Sliding into comfort. One Montana company is making sure everyone can dress and dance for success. We'll explain. And later, a Sin City showdown. Former Montana greats go head-to-head in the NFL. We'll hear from Tommy Millard as he looks to crack the Raiders roster. The story in just a bit.
From